Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the 40 Gaming Aperion glass mousepad. So this mousepad does come in a pretty nice box that opens up nicely and is pretty premium, but let's get into what's in the box. First you get a vial of speed serum, we'll get into that later. Then you get this nice cloth to clean the pad. It's pretty high quality, better than I've seen on other pads. You get some skates, then you get a sleeve as well. In terms of the size of the pad, this is 450 by 400 and 3.3 millimeters thickness. In terms of the size, this is slightly smaller than 490 by 420, but so is that a problem? So in terms of width, it doesn't really bother me at all, but in terms of verticality, it is a bit annoying because the pad is a bit thick. I do sometimes, to be comfortable, have to pull it closer to the edge of my desk, and then I'm playing on the top of the pad. So if they could either make this a 500x500 pad or make it thinner, I think either one would work and would be better. But let's get into the base real quick. So right here you can see this is a full silicone base. This is a really nice premium base that does not move at all on my desk, so I think that is pretty solid here. In terms of the surface, this is a pretty fast mouse pad. A lot of people I heard were saying this is balanced, but in my opinion, this is super fast. Another reviewer said it's almost as good as the Beast or the Guardian, and I haven't tried those, but I mean, just look how fast this is. These are the skates that come with it. They're not as fast, but they're pretty fast, and these are just another pink fox skates, and these are more controlled skates or hybrid. So I would say this is pretty fast, and the surface feels pretty solid in game. Again, this is not textured, this is super smooth, so if you're going for a textured feel, this isn't for you. And in terms of dust pickup and fingerprints, so this doesn't really pick up much dust. It definitely picks up some, but it does pick up fingerprints. You can notice in the black parts, but you just have to clean it with a cloth. Sometimes you'll need some water, and it's pretty easy to clean. In terms of the stock skates, so let me just get that mouse back. As you see right here, it does come with a few different sizes, and they feel pretty good on this pad. I have not tried these dots on other surfaces, only this one. So the stock skates that do come with this, they aren't insanely fast, but I wouldn't say they feel controlled. In terms of skate variants on this pad, I would say nothing really feels controlled on this pad. It's just a matter of, is it fast or is it faster? And that's kind of my feel with this pad. Depending on what skates you use is depending on how much speed you have, but it won't necessarily give you control. I've tried very controlled skates, and there isn't really any type of control experience on this pad for me. In terms of this sleeve right here, I didn't personally use it. I couldn't get it to fit my arm properly. It was very long and tight on my arm, but then super loose on the wrist. I'm not sure like what kind of person it's for. I think it's meant to be like one size fits all, but I am 5'10" and have a probably regular average size arm, and it didn't fit me well, so I don't know. I wouldn't get your hopes up that the sleeve is going to perfectly fit you. In terms of speed serum, I did not use speed serum on this pad just because I personally really like the surface feel, but I have used it on a couple other pads, and what I would say is my impression from speed serum is right when you apply it, it will make your pad extremely fast, but once a day or so goes by, it will just be like a 20-30% speed improvement. It won't be that insane, but it will still be nice, and it still definitely is worth it. In terms of price, this pad currently comes in at $75 plus shipping. If you use code WINTER, you'll get 10% off. So it's around $85, $90 or so after all the fees. And I think that's a really solid deal. I can definitely recommend this pad if you are looking for a nice premium speed glass pad. I mean, that's pretty much it. It comes with some nice accessories. It's pretty fast. It does what it needs to do, and it's just a solid glass pad, and that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.